A story in 10 courses, a man, 1,000 lives, and the angel of death who cooked. Chapter 1, The Stall. Present day, somewhere raining. Beer plus pork sinigang. The beer is warm. I notice on the third sip, because the fourth sip is already in my mouth. That's the problem with me. I swallow before I taste. The stall has 2 stools, one for me. The other's been empty since I sat down, but it's wet, like someone just left. The tin roof sounds like it's being chewed by the rain. The single bulb has a halo of dead insects stuck to it. They didn't die flying. They died landing. The owner doesn't ask what I want. He already poured a San Miguel. The glass is sweating, but the beer isn't cold. Nothing here is the temperature it should be. Rough night, he asks. His voice sounds like mine will in 30 years, if I get them. His hands are wrong. Too many knuckles. Too few lines. Like he learned how hands work by watching, not by having them. I laugh. It comes out rusty. Rough life. Lives. Plural. He nods. His eyes are wet. Not with tears. With steam. Start talking. Beer's on the house. I drink. The sour hits me after I swallow, like a memory. And I'm in Poland, 1918. Flashback. Babcia slams pierogi on the table. Spanish flu took my father. The walls are sweating kerosene. Her fingers smell like lie and grief when she shoves a dumpling in my mouth. You eat or you join him, she hisses. Her teeth are too white. Too many. I eat. I live. He stays dead. The pierogi sit in my stomach, like stones for 80 years. Present. Pierogi kept me alive, I tell the owner. But I never tasted them. Just swallowed. He lifts the lid off a pot. The steam that rolls out smells like fever and my mother's hair. Pork sinigang. The broth is clouded. Things float in it I can't name. Tamarind sour enough to make my jaw ache in a phantom body. Kangkong wilted like drowned fingers. Pork belly with the skin still on, pale and soft. Try tasting this one, he says. His smile doesn't move his eyes. This time chew. I do. The sour makes my eyes water. And I'm gone again. Recipe, Babcia's pierogi, 1918. Dough, 2 cups flour, 1 egg, ½ cup warm water, a pinch of salt. Knead until your knuckles remember you're dead. Rest 30 minutes. Filling 3 large potatoes boiled plus mashed, 1 cup farmer's cheese, 1 fried onion, salt, pepper. Roll thin. Cut circles. Stuff. Seal with wet fingers. Boil until they float like bodies. Pan fry in butter until the edges blister. Death's note. Feed it to someone who wants to die. If they ask for seconds, they've changed their mind. If they don't, you did your job. Chapter 2, The Bomb Shelter. Tokyo, 1945. Beer plus miso udon. The beer has no head, no bubbles. It sits in the glass like a dead eye. The shelter smells like everyone else's piss and my fear. I'm 19. The man next to me is cooking over a flame made of broken furniture. He's not looking at the door. He's looking at me like he's been waiting. Miso udon. He makes it with water from a canteen that has someone else's name on it. The tofu is gray. He serves it in a helmet. Eat, he says. His Japanese is perfect. So is mine, suddenly. I didn't speak it before the bomb started. The broth is salt and something else. Ironed. He's bleeding from the mouth when he smiles. For strength, he says. You'll need it for the next one. The beam comes down. He's under it. I'm not, because I leaned forward to slurp. His blood is in my noodles. I finish them anyway. Present. He knew my name, I say. No one had told him. The owner wipes a glass that's already clean. His rag comes away red. I always know your name, he says. I'm the one who writes it down. Recipe, shelter miso udon. Broth, 4 cups water. 1 tablespoon miso paste. 1 piece kombu, if the city isn't on fire. If it is, use ash. Add udon, tofu, green onion, and whatever blood is handy. Boiled. Serve in something that used to protect a head. Death's note. If you share it, one of you dies. That's the tax. Pay it. Chapter 3, The Ration Line. Turkana, Kenya, 1974. Beer plus ugali. The beer tastes like the dust on my tongue, or the dust on my tongue tastes like the beer. At this point, they are the same. I'm 8. My mother stirs ugali with a stick. Her arm is so thin, I can see the bone move. The pot is too big, or she's too small. The ugali is for 5 children. There are 2 of us left. Just give me ugali and water like I'm in prison, I tell her. I mean it to be funny. Her face doesn't move. She serves me a lump. It's hot in my hand. It's all we have. I eat it. I taste nothing. 3 months later, I die with it still in my stomach. They find it when they cut me open. The doctor says he was full. He was wrong. I was never full. Present. I was a shit kid, I tell Death. Death is stirring a pot that isn't there. I was her, he says. I made it bland. Bland stays down. Spiced comes up. I needed you to last until the fever took you. It was kinder. His eye twitches. Or maybe it's a fly. Recipe, ugali for the end of the world. 1 cup cornmeal, 2 cups water. Boiled. Rain cornmeal in while stirring with a branch. Stir until your arm gives out, or the dough fights back. Serve with your shadow. Death's note. If you dream of stew while eating it, you'll live 1 more day. If you don't dream, I'll see you soon. Chapter 4, The Lockdown. Rome, 2020. Beer plus cacio e pepe. The beer is cold. Too cold. Like it was in a morgue. Marcia is crying while grating cheese. Her nonna died on an iPad. The screen is still on, facing the wall. She's making cacio e pepe because it's all we have. The cheese seizes. The pasta turns to glue. It looks like brain matter. Eat, she begs. Her eyes are red, not from crying, from the same thing that took her. I eat. It's awful. I say it's perfect. The lie tastes better than the food. We fuck on the floor after, because death makes you desperate. We can hear the ambulances counting. She's dead in 2 weeks. I count the ambulances for her. Present, why do you keep saving me? I ask death. I'm tired. Death cracks pepper into an empty pot. The smell makes me sneeze. I'm not saving you, he says. I'm marinating you. You're not ready. Ready for what? He doesn't answer. The pepper settles like ash. Recipe, plague cacio e pepe. 200 grams spaghetti. 1 cup pecorino. 2 teaspoon black pepper. Water from the tap, if it still runs. Boil pasta. In another pan, toast pepper until the kitchen smells like a funeral. Mix. If it clumps, you did it right. Plague food isn't supposed to be smooth. Death's note, best eaten while listening to sirens. Each one is someone who didn't get to eat. Chapter 5, The Refugee Fire. Some border, 2037. Beer plus Maggi noodles. The beer tastes like smoke and old satellites. The girl is 10. The fire is made of a Barbie house. She has Maggi. She doesn't cook it. She crushes it in the bag. Adds water from a bottle with a UN logo and shakes. The masala dust gets under my nails. It won't wash off for 3 lives. We eat it raw. It cuts our gums. We bleed into the bag and eat that too. Waste nothing. Delicious. She asks. She's missing a tooth. Best thing I've ever had, I say. It's true, because it's the last thing. The drones don't hum. They sigh. Then the world goes white. Present. Did she make it? I ask. Death shakes his head. Not no. Just not. I was her. I wanted to taste it one last time before I did my job. You made it taste like childhood. Thank you for that. His teeth are too small for his mouth when he smiles. Recipe, N times Maggi Bell. 1 packet Maggi. Do not cook. Rage is the heat. Crush. Add masala. Add water, tears, or blood. Shake. Eat with the person you'll never see again. Death's note. If you have 2 packets, bury 1. It's for the version of you that makes it. Chapter 6, The Last Harvest. Luzon, Philippines, 2081. Beer plus adobo plus fried egg. The beer tastes like my daughter's name. I can't say it out loud. The sky is the color of a bruise. Aya, 12, kills the last chicken. She doesn't flinch. She learned that from me. I hate that she learned that from me. She makes adobo. No recipe, just memory. Soy vinegar, garlic, bay leaf. She uses too much vinegar because she likes to see me wince. The egg yolk breaks over the rice. It's the same color as the sun used to be. Pa, eat. For tomorrow, there is no tomorrow. We both know. I eat anyway, so she can pretend she saved me. Present, I can't speak. The vinegar is in my eyes. I was her, Death says. He's not apologizing. I needed you to know what it feels like to be fed by someone who's already mourning you, so you'd recognize it here. He pushes the sinigang closer. This is what she would have made if we'd had tamarind. Sour, because goodbye is. Recipe, Aya's last adobo. 1 chicken, the last one. 1/2 cup soy sauce, 1/2 cup vinegar, head of garlic, crushed with a rock, bay leaves from a tree that's now ash. Simmer until the meat remembers it was alive. Fry an egg. Break the yolk. Death's note. Cook this when the world is ending. It won't stop it, but it will make it honest. Chapter 7, The Bunker. Colorado, 2102. Beer plus canned chili. The beer is flat. No earth, no fizz. Just existence. We're 4. The can says chili. The contents are brown. We agreed not to ask what kind of meat. We eat it with our fingers. The nails are gone. We ate those in 2099. One of us, I think it was me, says, tastes like baseball. We laugh. The sound is awful, like raccoons dying. But it's a laugh, the first one in 3 years. We remember sun. We remember crowds. We remember being bored. God, to be bored again. We go to sleep. The generator fails. We don't wake up. It's the gentlest death I get. Present, who laughed first? I ask. Me, Death says. Always me. Someone has to give you permission to stop being brave. His laugh now is the same. Raccoons. Dying. I join him. The stall shakes. Recipe, bunker chili. 1 can. No label. No God. Open. Don't heat. Heat is a memory. Divide by survivors. 8. If you laugh, you live a little longer. If you don't, you don't. Death's note. Season with a lie. Tastes like home. Home is gone. The lie isn't. Chapter 8. The Colony Ship. En route to Kepler. 2190. Beer plus algae bread. The beer tastes like the water we piss and drink and piss again. The cycle. I'm 90. The ship is 200 years from anywhere. We grow algae in tubes. It's green. We bake it. It's green. We eat it. We're green. The child born here touches my hand. His skin is translucent. He's never seen an animal. What was food like? He asks. On Earth, I take my ration, toast it on a pipe, until it's almost the color of regret. Close your eyes, I say. This is toast. With butter. Butter was animal fat, from a happy animal that we killed. He eats. What's happy? I die before I answer. He names his son after a food he never tasted. Present, I lied to a child I say. You gave him a ghost, Death says. Ghosts are all we have left. I was him, by the way. I wanted to know what you tell me. His eyes are black. No pupils. Just deep space. Recipe Kepler toast. Algae block. Radiation. Toast until it stops being green and starts being loss. Serve with a story. The story is the butter. Death's note. All food is memory. When you run out of food, run out of memory. Then you run out. Chapter 9, The Void. Heat death, year unknown. Beer plus nothing. The beer tastes like the color after black. I'm last. Universe is a thin broth with no noodles, no stars, no sinigang. Just me on a rock that isn't a rock, holding a packet of coffee from when time was a thing. No water, no mouth. I don't drink. I don't need to. I remember all of it. Pierogi, udon, ugali, adobo, Maggi, chili, algae, the sour of the first sinigang. It's all in me. I'm fat with ghosts. I'm not hungry. I'm not anything. Present. Was that the end? I whisper. My voice has no air. Death is finally my age. Finally looks tired. That was the first time you didn't ask for more. You were full of endings. The bulb above us pops. Dark. His eyes are the only light. Chapter 10, The House Special. Now, beer plus pork sinigang, plus the first meal. The beer is bottomless. It was always bottomless. The glass is just for show. I'm done. 10 lives. 10 times he cooked for me. 10 times I didn't say thank you. 10 times he had too many teeth when he smiled. I'm missing one, I say. The first taste. Before I learned to lie. Death pushes the bowl forward. Sinigang. The steam doesn't rise. It falls like it's heavier than air. The pork belly is pale. The kangkong looks like it was drowned slowly. The broth is cloudy with fat and secrets. On the house, he says. His voice is my mother's, and my daughter's, and the soldiers. Last one. I eat. The awesome hits my tongue and goes straight through me, through every life, through every bone I've ever had. It's tamarind and thyme, and I'm sorry. It's so sour, I see sound. Flashback, first life. No cave, no fire, just dark and wet. I'm being born. Wrong end first. I'm dying already. A woman thing with my eyes holds me. She doesn't have words yet. She has her mouth. She chews a root and some fruit and a piece of something that used to run. She spits it into my mouth. It's sour and warm and alive. She's not feeding me. She's keeping me. She's death, and this is her first shift. I'm her first customer. I'm back. The sinigang is cold. Or I am. That's it, I say. No tears. I used them all up in 2081. Sour, because the first thing you taste is leaving a body. And it hurts. Death nods. His face is all of them now, flipping fast. Grandmother, soldier, mother, daughter, child, me. You've been chasing the aftertaste for 1,000,000 years, he says. You kept ordering beer to wash it out. But awesome is the point. Life without it is just water. He stands. The stool he was on isn't a stool. It's a tombstone. My name is on it. All my names. You done? He asks. I look at the glass. Still full. The beer is black now. Like the void. Like the pupil of the universe. Yeah, I say. I'm good. I'm so fucking full. Death smiles. His teeth are mine. He's been using them. Good, he says. I'm closing up. Health code. Cut 2. No hospital. No battlefield. Just a kitchen. At 3 a.m. A pot of sinigang on the stove, still warm. A San Miguel, unopened, sweating on the counter. A note, don't reheat it. It's better sour. Somewhere a baby wails. First hunger, first life. Death ties on his apron. He's got work. He hopes this one orders the sinigang first. Saves a lot of time. And recipe the first meal. Death's sinigang for the end. 1 kilogram's pork belly. Get it with skin. Skin remembers. 12 fresh tamarind. Or a packet if the world ended. Make it sour. If your eyes don't water, you're not done. 2 tomatoes, 1 onion, 2 green chilies, radish, string beans, okra, kangkong, or whatever grows in the cracks of your apocalypse. Fish sauce, water, the patience of someone who's watched you die 10 times. Boil pork until it gives up. Crush tamarind until it confesses. Add vegetables in the order of their grief. Serve to someone who's coming or going. Death's note. Lugao is for sedation. Sinigang is for resurrection. The awesome is the hook in your mouth, pulling you back. When you stop fighting it, you're ready. Bottomless beer is just the chaser. Author's note. We know you wanted unhinged and realistic. Here it is. The wars are real. The hunger is real. Death cooking for you is the only unhinged part. And maybe that's the most realistic thing of all. Want chapter 11? There isn't one. That's the point. He lied. Death always does. Here's what happens when you ask for another round after the stall closes. Chapter 11, the kitchen. After beer plus you, the bulb doesn't pop. It unpops. Light gets sucked back into the glass, like death inhaled. We're not at the stall anymore. We're behind it. There's no behind. The alley had a wall, but now there's a door. It's made of wet wood, and it breathes. You said you were done, Death says. His apron is gone. He's not old anymore. He's not young. He's hungry. That's the only word for the way he looks at me. I said I was full, I say. My voice doesn't echo. The room eats sound. Full of what? He opens the door. The kitchen is all the kitchens. Poland, 1918. Tokyo, 1945. Turkana, 1974. Luzon, 2081. The colony ship. The void. All at once. All stoves on. All pots boiling. And in the middle, a bigger pot. Kaldero. Big enough to bathe in. Big enough to cook in. No, I say. No, we had a deal. I remembered. I said I was good. You remembered yours, Death says. His teeth aren't mine anymore. They're all of them. Grandmother's, soldiers, Aya's baby teeth, the child from the Maggie fire. Now you have to remember mine. The beer in my glass isn't beer. It was never beer. It's broth. It's been broth for 10 chapters. I just wanted it to be beer, so I could pretend I had a choice. He takes my hand. His skin is every temperature I've ever felt. Kerosene, bomb heat, drought, fever, re-entry, heat death. You told me you wanted to be the main character, he whispers. His breath smells like tamarind and graves. Main characters don't get to leave during the third act. Flashback every life but his POV. Pierogi, 1918. Babsha wasn't yelling at you. She was yelling at me. I was in the corner, starving, because I wasn't allowed to eat until you did. Your grief was my dinner. Miso udon, 1945. The soldier wasn't sharing. I was. He was already dead. I propped him up. I needed you to taste mercy, so you'd recognize me later. Ugali, 1974. Your mother didn't look at you because I was standing behind her with my hand over her mouth. Make it bland, I told her. If he likes it, he'll stay. Cacio e Pepe, 2020. Marcia wasn't crying for her nonna. She was crying because I was in the room, tasting the cheese through her. It clumped because I was nervous. First date. Maggie, 2037. The girl. I was hungry. So hungry. War makes me thin. You fed me. I didn't shell the camp until you were done chewing. Manners. Adobo, 2081. Aya didn't kill the chicken. I did, but I let her think she did, so she'd be strong. I seasoned it with her tears. You said it was the best. It was. Canned chili, 2102. I laughed first because if I didn't, you'd have tasted the despair. Despair is salty. Laughter is too. You can't tell the difference when you're starving. Algae bread, 2190. The child asked what happy was. I was in his eyes. I didn't know either. I was hoping you'd answer. Nothing, heat, death. You thought you were alone. I was the rock. I was the coffee. I was the memory of taste. You can't starve if I'm in the room. Present. He walks me to the kaldero. It's full of sinigang, but the pork belly isn't pork. the radish isn't radish. The kangkong still moves. Recipe, he says. 1 man, 10 lives. Slow cooked in his own nostalgia. Sour because regret is the best tamarind. Why? I'm not begging. I'm asking as a chef would. Professional curiosity. Because you were the first meal, he says. First life. Cave. Mother, you remember. She chewed for you. She was me, too. I've been chasing that taste. You, unseasoned, before the wars got in you. Before the beer. He taps the glass. The broth inside is me. All of me. 10 lifetimes reduced. You made me forget with beer, he says, so I could stand to keep eating you. But now you remember. So now you get to watch. He doesn't push me. I step in because I'm the main character. And main characters finish the meal. The sinigang is perfect. Asim killig. The sour that makes you shiver and grin. I understand why he liked it. I taste like everyone I've ever loved. I taste like goodbye. The last thing I hear is him serving. Ladle on metal. 1 order of you coming up. Bottomless. Cut 2. A stall. Raining. A new man sits down. He looks tired. Death slides him a San Miguel. The glass is warm. The stool next to him is wet. Rough night. Death asks. His hands are mine now. He's still learning how to use them. The man drinks. Rough life, he says. Lives. Plural. Death smiles. He has my teeth. Start talking, he says. Beer's on the house. In the kitchen, the kaldero is already on. The broth is sour. The next ingredient is sitting right there. He doesn't know it yet, but he will. He always does. And recipe, sinigang na tao. The house special, true recipe. Ingredients, 1 soul well-traveled. 10 lives deboned. 1 river of beer reduced. Souring agent. All the apologies you never said. Vegetables. Everyone who ever fed you. They'll be tender by now. Method live. Forget. Drink. Remember. Step into the pot willingly. That's what makes it taste like love instead of murder. Serving suggestion. Bottomless. There's always another customer. Death's note. I'm sorry. I was hungry. You were delicious. See you for the next course.